I'm Julia Baker. I swapped corporate America for the kitchen, and I never looked back. Now I'm a chef with a chocolate company and dessert cafes and a passion for everything sweet. Stunning cakes, unique cookies, decadent chocolates and desserts, and even dazzling savory dishes. It's all about making life sweet. There's nothing difficult about making this cake. The frosting is a classic cream cheese frosting. It's creamy and fluffy, you know, the tart and tangy. It's one of my favorites. It's to die for. So I've got 3 layers to fill and frost. It's a big cake. I'm gonna use 3 8-ounce packages of cream cheese. I've got it at room temperature. It's important because we don't want to beat a hard block of cream cheese. The next ingredient, room temperature unsalted butter. You know, as a chef, we like to use unsalted butter so we can control the salt in our food. Okay, let's get this blending. Now I'm just gonna eyeball 2 teaspoons of vanilla. And my last ingredient, 8 cups of pre-sifted powdered sugar. Now in order not to make a snowstorm with this, I'm gonna stop my mixer and add just a half a cup. It's gonna be a beautiful frosting. Okay, let's get the rest of this powdered sugar in. I'm gonna turn up the speed. This is the way you get all of the fluff into a frosting. Add air. So if you're doing it by hand, it's gonna be a workout. While that's happening, here's the star of the show, the red velvet cake. Let me show you how I made it happen. I put sugar and canola oil in a mixer with 2 eggs, 4½ tablespoons of red food coloring to make the cakes really deep red, and some vanilla extract. Then mixed it all together. For the dry mix, I combined cake flour, cocoa powder, and salt, and added half of it to the mixing bowl. Followed by half a cup of buttermilk, then the remaining dry ingredients, and some more buttermilk. Then I mixed up baking soda and white vinegar. And if this sounds familiar, yep, it's that 7th grade thing where you explode a fake volcano. And probably why my college cake exploded. I added it to the batter, mixed it through, then got it into the pans and into the oven for 20 to 25 minutes at 350 degrees. And that was all there was to it. Here's a trick. A little frosting on whatever base your cake is going on, it's gonna hold it in place. So with my mini spat, I'm just gonna start scooping on the icing. There's no right or wrong way to do it. Just get the right amount, somewhere between not too much and not too little. It's like Goldilocks, just right. Okay, this layer's finished. I'm gonna get it into the freezer. If you want the cake perfectly lined up, freezing's the trick. You freeze between each layer. Then when the 3 layers are assembled, you do what's called a crumb coat, which means you lightly cover the whole outside of the cake with frosting. Then the cake goes back into the freezer for about 20 minutes. Beautiful. This crumb coat did exactly what I wanted it to do. See how it's held those crumbs of red in? Now I'm all ready to do the final touches. So first, 3/4 of a cup of frosting on top. Then the sides. There's nothing complicated about this, just cover the cake. Okay, one quick twirl with this cake pedestal. I'm really happy with this. It's smooth, and I'm ready to make waves. So I'm gonna get the rest of the frosting on a baking sheet. Smooth it out so there's no air pockets. Then get as much frosting as I can on the back of an angled spat, and gently press it onto the cake. And now you just keep going until you have a cake full of waves. My red velvet cake is finished. Oh, I can't wait to eat this. People always ask me, do you hate to cut into your cakes? But this is actually my favorite part. For me, they're more beautiful on the inside than they are on the out. This is when you can see how well you did your layers. Okay, let's see. I'm so excited. Wow, it looks so great. Oh, moist, tender, cream cheese frosting. I can't wait to take a bite. It looks incredible and it tastes even better.